In this video, we'll be going over exercise 12.3 write sequence. So this recursion problem is a bit more difficult, but it'll be much more simpler once we kind of dissect this problem. So we're given n as usual, but in this write sequence method, it looks like it's going up 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And that means, looks like we have two base cases. So when it's 1, it'll print out 1. If it's 2, it'll print out 1, 1. You can see that. So there's 1 here, 1, 1, but the outer edges are pretty much exactly the same. For this one here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So we have our two base cases in this one. So our two base cases are 1 and 1, 1. And to check which base case we have to use, we have to check if n equals 2 or n equals 1. And as you can see here, it looks like only the odd, when n equals an odd number, it uses the base case of n equals 1. So we have to check if it's even or odd first. So if n, if n is even, question mark, then we have to check for the base case if it's even. And if the base case is 2, so n equals 2, then we want to print out 1, 1. If it's not 2, then we have to, again, go down the line. So as you can see, before the base case is printed, we have to print out this 2 right here. If write sequence 4 is printed, so we have to print out this 2 first. So 2 looks like it's just n divided by 2. So if it's 4, 2. If it's 6, it's 3. 8 is 4. So yeah, so it's just n divided by 2. So we want to print out n divided by 2, and then we want to recurse. We want to recurse, and this time it's not n minus 1. It's actually n minus 2, because we want to stay on the even path. We don't want to go to an odd number. We want to stay on even. And after that, once it hits the base case, 1, 1, and then it'll print out our other edge, which is n divided by 2. And this is just for the even side. And the odd side is a bit more different. But let's first write down our evens, because the odd side is pretty similar, actually. So if we're going to check if n is even, and we can use that using the modulo, and 0. And we have to check for our base case. So when n equals 2. And if n equals 2, we want to print out 1, 1. That's our base case. Alright, so if n is not equal to, what do? We have to print out these edges. These edges are here. These edges is just n divided by 2. So system dot print n divided by 2 plus, we get that space in there. After that, we want to recurse. And if you can see here, so we're going to write the recursion first. N minus 2. So if you look, let's say we start at write sequence equals 10. We have these outer edges, n divided by 2, which is 5 right here. And then we have write sequence n minus 2 right here. This is write sequence n minus 2. And write sequence n minus 2, which is 8 in this case, is exactly right here. So we can see write sequence 8 just plugged into write sequence 10. And then right here, we can see that this one, write sequence 6. And here, write sequence 4. And then write sequence 2 is right here. So everything is just kind of inside of the next, and that's kind of what recursion is. And then we want to cover that write sequence recursion. Just wrap it up and divide by 2. Oh, sorry, there should be a space first. And divided by 2. Alright, so that should be it for the evens. Now, for the odds. So if n mod 2 is equal to 1, then what do we do? Well, we still have the same base, or we don't have the same base case, but we still have a base case. So if n equals 1, which is our base case for odds, we're going to print out the base case for the odd numbers, which is just 1. That's it. However, if it's not 1, then we have to print out pretty much exactly what even was. Except we can't do n divided by 2 because it's an odd number. So actually, we can just do system.out.print, and then we have to do n plus 1 divided by 2 plus space. So one change from the even side. And then the recursion is still the same, right sequence, except this time it'll go down the odd path. So if we start at 9, it'll go to 7, 5, 3, 1. Right sequence n minus 2. System.out.print space n plus 1 divided by 2. Alright. And that's it for the odds. So if we run this code, there it is. All test cases passed. And that is the answer to write sequence. Thank you.